What's going on, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. It's been a couple of days since I put out a video, and I don't really have much to talk about in the way of gaming. I've just been so busy. I wanted to sort of put out a video just to sort of keep it real with you guys. With this channel, I don't have the highest production values. I don't have all the flash that a lot of these other channels have. I try to be as authentic as possible, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to put out this video. I just wanted to more or less have a conversation with you guys. Just talk to you about myself, a little bit about what's going on with me, and just keeping it real. The last couple of weeks have been really busy for me as far as work is concerned. I can hardly complain because a lot of people right now are either on reduced hours or maybe they're out of work due to COVID-19. I think COVID has really, messed up a lot of people's lives, especially just in the year 2020. It's just been an incredible, it hasn't been a good year, that's for sure. So I have to say, for me to be quote unquote busy at work, it's hardly anything to complain about. As far as gaming is concerned, I haven't been able to game a whole lot. It's just the reality of the situation. I'm working different hours each day. Some weeks I'm working 6 to 7 days a week. Some days I work 7 hours. Next day maybe I work 13. So it's all over the map. I have been able to game a little bit at night. I played a little bit of this, and I know it got a lot of average to mediocre reviews from a lot of the jaded critics. But that's Need for Speed The Run, and I'm going to go on record right now and say, I know it's a polarizing opinion, this is the greatest Need for Speed game I have ever played. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with the Need for Speed franchise. Maybe on another video I'll talk about it. But this one here, the reason why I like it so much is because when you take a racing game, not just Need for Speed, but when you make it open world, sometimes that's where it's sort of like, I don't know, I don't think racing games really work well open world. I've always been more of a fan of the linear approach, kind of like Outrun, where you're just down a set track and you can't branch off, and you finish your track, you finish the race, and you move on to the next race. And this is, in a lot of ways, a true return to the classic arcade games of yesteryear, like Outrun and Daytona USA. So Need for Speed The Run, you're basically driving across a couple of the states in the U.S. You start off near Las Vegas, and then you work your way through Utah, and then eventually you get you make your way to, I think it's New York State. There's a lot of incredible set pieces. The handling is just great. It's phenomenal, and I'm having a blast with Need for Speed The Run. Even the quirky little cutscenes. There's some quick time events. It's almost like you're playing a movie. There's an actual story here. And, even the cutscenes, as cringy as they are, they work. It's almost like they're so bad. It's so bad, it's good. So I'm having a blast with Need for Speed The Run. And I've been keeping myself busy. I've went back to the well. I'm watching Miami Vice again. I've got the complete series on DVD. And it's my most favorite show of all time. Sometimes when I get down in the dumps, not that I'm down, but, we're all human. We have good days and bad days. I find this is the only thing that really calms my nerves is watching Miami Vice. So I'm having a blast with it. 5 seasons. I'm on season 1 right now. It's fantastic. So, like I said, really busy with work. Last week on Wednesday, Thursday, I helped my mom out. I went and shopped around for a car for her. I found a car. And then dealing with the paperwork for my mother on Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday we went and picked up the car. My mother, without getting into too much details, she disclosed to me she went to the doctors recently. And a little bit of a medical emergency. Looks like she will be fine. It's just precautionary. But, it really puts things in perspective when you have someone that you're really close to. Like me and my mother, she's like my best friend. I don't have a father, unfortunately. My parents divorced when I was really young, and I haven't seen my father since. So, really close to my mother. So when she told me, I don't cry ever, but when she told me about, the doctors finding whatever it was that they found, I definitely broke down for a bit. So it really puts things in perspective. It's video games, having a YouTube gaming channel. It's fun and all, but sometimes when you have more serious, pressing things in life, the game sort of takes a back burner. And just in general, life sometimes gets in the way of life. We get so busy, we get so caught up. I don't have any kids for that matter. I know a lot of you guys have children. I can only imagine how busy you guys must be, especially you guys that have YouTube channels. I don't even begin to wonder how you guys even do it. But at the end of the day, even with as busy as we can get with our lives, sometimes you have to slow down and pump the brakes a bit, and whether that be go for a walk or go for a drive somewhere, maybe pull your car over in front of the water and just kind of stare out into the abyss and sort of relax your mind. We need to do that once in a while. There's a lot of people, I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, please excuse me. We're at the 6-minute 49-second mark. We get so caught up in our everyday lives, sometimes we don't stop to see the forest through the trees. So it is really good to be self-aware and recognize when sometimes the years are going by so quick, it's almost like they're going by like it's days of the week. So I talked about that recently with my buddy Turbo Joe. Sometimes 5 years can go by just like that, and you have a child that's born, and before you know it, they're off and running, and they're asking for you to buy them a car. So it's pretty wild. Another thing too to bring up, again, I just want to keep it real with you guys. With COVID-19, for a lot of us single guys out there, it's really frustrating as far as the dating scene is concerned. Obviously, it's no secret online dating is kind of like not even the way of the future, it's the way of the past and present. Everybody's online dating now, but with COVID-19, it's really hard to meet people, because how do you meet someone when everybody's sort of does that person have the virus? Should I meet them? So it's frustrating as well. I'm not really myself. I don't have time to really go on dates. Obviously, like I said, I'm extremely involved with my job right now. I don't have time, as selfish as that is, for anyone else other than my mother right now. I have to give her, I have to, if I have to drop whatever it is, I'll drop it for her based on what she's going through. But, let's be honest here. Dating is a part of life. It's, as men and women, we have to sort of, obviously, whether it's same sex or the opposite sex, there always has to be that sort of a romance in your life. And it's frustrating with COVID-19. You really can't it is possible, but again, you don't know if that person has COVID-19. They don't know if you have it, or the coronavirus or whatever. So everybody's sort of uber cautious right now. So it is frustrating all around. Also, as well, again, I don't want to make this a bitch fest. I don't have any, I don't go to the doctors too often, but myself, I try to stay away from malls, big venues where there's a lot of people. I have what I like to call self-diagnosed social anxiety. If there's a large group of people, and believe me, I don't mind being social. I have no problem with that at all. But if you're talking like an outside event, there's 1,000 people, then I just sort of shrivel up like a grape. I don't want to be anywhere near that. I like to be in my own little space. I don't like to have too many people around me. It's just the way I am. Once I get to know somebody on an intimate level, and then we can interact, that's fine. But when you have a bunch of strangers around me, it kind of puts me outside of my comfort zone. I'm just being honest with you. I'm sure a lot of you people can relate as well. And I find with COVID-19, that sort of amplified things a bit as well, because, if I go to Walmart, I have to go at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning when it opens up, because if I show up at like 1 in the afternoon, there's a lineup outside to get in. I can feel myself tense up. It's like a boa constrictor going around my neck. And then you go into the store and everybody's being passive-aggressive with where you're standing and where you're stepping, so I just can't deal with it. So, long story short, I hope COVID-19 eventually, blows itself over so we can get on with our lives. a lot of people are forecasting this whole thing with wearing the mask might last until, God, I don't know, maybe the new year. So hopefully not. You know, it was tough Canada Day for a lot of people. A lot of people couldn't really celebrate their birthdays like they normally would. I can only imagine what Christmas would be like. So Christmas, obviously, that can be a hard time of the year. New Year's for a lot of people as well. So knock on wood, the COVID-19 is not around by that time, so we can be with our loved ones and our family. You know, I don't have a beer of the day. I don't have a drink of the day here. I've been so busy. My fridge is dry. I don't have any booze in the fridge. So if any of you guys have any alcoholic beverages out there, please, by all means, have one for me. So I think I'll cut it off there. We're just about at the 12-minute mark. I just wanted to give you an update. I haven't put out a video in a few days. Usually I'm on the ball. I put out a video, you know, once every 2 days at the least. But I just wanted to say I've been really busy. And I feel horrible, too, because I got a lot of people that watch my videos, and they don't have to. They spend the time and they watch my videos. And then I got my timeline on YouTube. There's a bunch of videos from my friends that I haven't been able to watch, and I feel horrible about it. Just been obviously really busy with my mother and just trying to keep myself together. So I'm going to try to watch some videos tonight. And again, I really appreciate you guys watching my video, leaving a comment. It means the world to me. Especially with the hours I'm working, I can't always socialize outside of work. So as ridiculous as it sounds, sometimes engaging with you guys in the comment section is the next best thing. So again, guys, I really appreciate you listening. I know this wasn't really gaming related. I just wanted to have an open and honest discussion, and I hope all you guys are doing well as well. So, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll be back in a few days. As always. Thanks again. Take care.